Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check, check. Press. Protein spill.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And to the left side here, Wilson. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first and goal, Washington. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Let's go.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
That's a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On first down, it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, he's got it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 20, 10, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 70 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shady weapon.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. These two teams all tied after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the Raiders pick it up. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Watson to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. On first, here's Washington. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr on the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Check 31.
Running it, Washington. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Watson now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Washington. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, Washington.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Washington. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. get this right out of the locker room. An onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they?
Now get pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Carr gonna look deep for Wilson, and that gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On third and long, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Carr completes it, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Slam, slam, slam. Alert 3, alert 3.
With Jacobs again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Switch, switch.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey. 29.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Raiders.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Carr going option right. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
And the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now throwing again. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. On first down, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans have retaken the lead. The 21st pick back in the he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defense coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 694.
Carr going to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And they hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down, Raiders.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. There he goes, right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson, 58 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back?
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Watson on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Watson now to throw. forced out to his left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
To their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Tie down.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. And the Raiders have got him. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.